I've seen 3 caterpillars in my garden lately, and I don't like it because, in the first place, the caterpillars freak me out, and secondly, they eat the leaves of my beautiful plants. So, I'm going to do something about it, and I'd like to show you what I do. I use neem oil. But if we haven't met before, my name is Joan. I'm a plant and gardening content writer living in Lagos, Nigeria. I write about enlivening living spaces with tropical plants, and my aim is to inspire a do-it-yourself gardening culture in my community. So let's get started with the neem oil before the sun goes down. So what is neem oil? Neem oil is oil obtained from pressing the seeds of the neem tree, Directa indica. It's also known as the tree is also known as dogoyaro in Nigeria, and it's very commonly grown in the northern parts of Nigeria and all over the country, really. So it works as a natural pesticide. It contains an ingredient called azadirachtin, which discourages insects from feeding on your plants. So when the plants are sprayed with neem oil, the plants absorb this active ingredient and then discourages them from feeding on your plants. So caterpillars are the children of moths and butterflies, right? And so the adult lays the eggs on the leaves, and then when the eggs hatch, you'd have the caterpillars. Now, when I spray this garden with neem oil, it will also repel the mother butterflies and moths from coming to lay their eggs on my plants. And so I just have to do that because I really need to protect these plants from caterpillars. I don't like to see them. They can grow somewhere else. So let me just show you what I'm going to do. In the first place, when using neem oil, it's important to follow the manufacturer's recommendation for dilution. I'm using this brand by Okwe Farms. It's made in Nigeria. And the instruction says to dilute 10 mils to 10 liters of water. Now, it's important that you follow the manufacturer's instructions, because if you don't, you could risk burning your plants or making your efforts ineffective if the neem oil concentration or solution is too weak. So I filled my drum with water. This is I think it's a 50-liter drum. So I'm going to use some soap. I need to put soap because soap acts as an emulsifier to help the oil mix with water. Dishwashing soap, so no detergent. So that's that. And then I'm going to agitate it with my pump so that it lathers, so I don't have to shake it myself. So I have my nice lather. Now I'm going to use this cup to measure the neem oil. This is a 50-liter, I think it's a 50-liter drum. So I'm going to measure, ideally this looks like 10 mils. I'm going to do 7 cups of this. Just an approximation of 50 mils to 5 to 50 liters of water. I wasn't counting, I was talking. So maybe I've done 8, but it doesn't matter, it's fine. Now I'm going to agitate that again, so it mixes thoroughly. I'm going to connect my hose, my garden hose. I'll connect one end to my spray nozzle here. I'll connect the other end of my hose to my pump. I'm spraying the entire garden with the neem oil solution to deter other pests as well. It's about 5:30 p.m. now, which gives me about an hour before sunset. And the reason I'm spraying the garden now is to allow the excess water to dry off the leaves of the plants before nightfall. And I didn't do it earlier because the sun would have caused the water and the oil to fry the foliage of my plants. So timing is important when using neem oil solution on your plants. You have to keep your plants out of direct sunlight after applying neem oil. So if you can move them, you move them. Otherwise, choose to do it either just before sunset or just after sunrise. But I find it safer to do it just before sunset. And I'm spraying the vegetable and herb section of the garden because neem oil is a natural pesticide which is safe to use on herbs, fruits, and vegetables. It also has medicinal properties. The neem leaves are infused in water and used to treat malaria. People use neem leaves with lemongrass, boil that, and bathe with it to reduce fever. Now, this section of my garden rarely hosts caterpillars, but it's where spider mites, mealybugs attack my alocaceas. So, ideally, I should repeat this treatment every fortnight, but I don't always keep up. So, if I have an infestation of mealybugs, I would wash the particular plant with neem oil solution, wash up the pests just like this, and then it would recover. Now, this is the front section of my garden where I have two hibiscus plants which are highly susceptible to mealybug attacks, as well as aphids and other things. So I see caterpillars here as well sometimes. So I'm spraying every plant, including the royal palm tree. Now here is the Colocasia Black Magic, a spider mite magnet. And my neighbor has two citrus plants here, and caterpillars just love to munch on the leaves, so I'm spraying those as well. So I'm done just before sunset. My garden is now well and truly neemed. I like the smell of neem oil. It's a garlicky smell, but some people don't like it. But if you did enjoy this video, please like it, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and also read the article on my website where I've written about neem oil and the different methods of producing it. So until the next video, bye.